I won't use a number, and I'm here to tell you what Batman Arkham Asylum is and why you should play it.
Jeff, you know?
Just keep it down! I don't want... It's the bat! This is gonna hurt. You're dead! Do it again! I'm gonna smash you into pieces!
Batman Arkham Asylum is one of those games that does almost everything right. Even if you're not usually a fan of Batman stuff, I think it's definitely worth your time. The game opens with Batman escorting Joker into Arkham Asylum. Here, most of the criminally insane villains that Batman regularly encounters are imprisoned as medical staff tries fruitlessly to cure them. And oddly enough, the less intense criminals from Blackgate Penitentiary are being temporarily held there after a fire. Weird coincidence that. Almost immediately, Joker escapes and takes over the asylum.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh? Oh, I got something to show you. 1 second, B-Man. I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Bats, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped in from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
Now surrounded by homicidal superpowered maniacs with a desire for revenge, you, as Batman, have to restore order to the asylum and stop whatever it is Joker plans to do in here. The biggest achievement of the game is making you actually feel like Batman. Combat is fast and satisfying. Basically, you have an attack button, a counter button, and a few gadgets you can use. It's easy to get the basics down, and once you do, you feel incredibly badass, quickly taking down any number of goons that come your way. It can still be challenging sometimes, though. There are a few more intricacies to the combat system, but you'll discover those as you play. Of course, directly taking on goons with guns is pretty much suicidal, so there are stealth sections. These sections are pretty easy at first, as the AI is pretty easy to manipulate and the game is rather forgiving when it comes to being detected, but as the game progresses you'll find more restrictions placed on you in these sections. Room layouts will be less convenient for escaping or easily taking out guards will start being attracted directly to their fallen friends thanks to noise-making callers, and your aerial options will become limited. Because of that, I recommend upgrading your stealth-based stuff first when you level up. It'll likely save you some frustration later. Other upgrades improve your health and combat capabilities. The final aspect of Batman is his detective side. In the main story, this is basically limited to scanning a thing so you can follow someone that you're looking for. Pretty underwhelming. The more interesting part comes in the form of the game's collectibles. This very likely won't matter to non-Batman fans, but the basic idea is that the Riddler has hidden a number of trophies around the asylum, and challenges you to find them all, while also posing riddles to you in specific areas that you have to scan the solutions of. These solutions are usually references to various Batman things. Longtime fans should get a kick out of them. And as you solve the riddles and find the trophies, the Riddler taunts you, which only encouraged me to search even harder. The other collectibles are audio recordings of interviews with various patients at Arkham Asylum, so high-profile Batman villains, Joker teeth to destroy, and the Chronicles of Arkham, which is an interesting story with a mystery that you were ultimately responsible for solving. As a Batman fan, I found tracking down the collectibles incredibly rewarding. There's actually a Metroidvania mechanic that comes with finding them all. The various Bat gadgets you acquire as you progress through the game allow you to further explore the various parts of the asylum. Unlike most Metroidvania games, however, the collectibles are not key to improving your character, they just give you a bit of experience. So if you're not interested in them from what I explained earlier, they're easily skippable. Finally, we have boss fights. Most of them are excellent, with the exception of an incredibly underwhelming final boss. Each encounter with a major villain feels unique by throwing something new at you, and you won't ever go too long without coming across one of them. I never felt bored while I was playing this game, likely thanks to the excellent pacing that comes from the constant shift between combat, stealth sections, and boss fights. Batman Arkham Asylum is available on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, with an excellent sequel in Arkham City, a not-so-excellent prequel in Arkham Origins, because there was a different development team, and an upcoming final game in Arkham Knight. That said, if you have suggestions for any future videos, questions about this game, or want to share your thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you thought this video was useful in any way, or if you're glad to see a licensed game done right, you can hit that like button and subscribe. And if you're looking for me in other corners of the internet, I have a Tumblr and I'm a curator on Steam. This has been I Won't Use a Number, keep loving what you love, and as always, I'll see you next time with something else. It's probably gonna be Arkham City.